Hey everyone, John here. This is my 31-week update since I had VSG surgery down in Tijuana, Mexico with Dr. Ariel Ortiz at the Obesity Control Center. I had my surgery September 13th, 2016, and today is April 17th, 2017. Sorry, I'm going to check. Yes, it's the 17th. Stats. Highest weight was 330 pounds back in June of 2016. Day of surgery in September of 2016, I was 281 pounds. And today I'm 212 pounds. So that is a 118-pound loss total, and around 68 pounds, no, 69 pounds since surgery. So I didn't really lose this week. It was a really confusing week, actually. I thought I gained 3 pounds, so it was a really mental week, kind of what I was worried about as, kind of fell into, okay, I'm not able to move. I was in a lot of pain. I felt like I kind of had a relapse from my hernia surgery, and actually felt like I was right back to week one pain-wise. And so I had to actually stop all my walking, which was frustrating. And then I got scared, and then I had some carbs that I shouldn't have, and actually had some treats, and I'm like, what's going on here? And so between the relapse, not being able to exercise, and then feeling trapped to boredom and scaredness of, oh my God, was this hernia surgery just a huge mistake? And am I going to get back to where I was? And so then I fell back to old habits and, comfort, food. And so I was just like, what am I doing here? And so then I thought I gained 3 pounds, because then I had to go to the doctor, and then their scale. And then so then went through a depression on that, and it was just bizarre. And then I still think I did end up gaining. I don't know what my scale did. And again, I also started weighing more than once a week, which I don't normally do that. So I kind of did that, trying to get my butt back in gear. And so that's when I saw the higher weight. And but when I got on the scale today, it was actually 212, and that's what I was last week. So last week, a week ago. So I don't know, at one point when I stepped on the scale this week, I actually showed 215, but that was the doctor scale, and I was more dressed. And no, actually, doctor scale showed 216. That's fully dressed and with the binder and everything on. So, and then my scale showed 215, then it showed 214, but then today it was 212. And yesterday it showed 214. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to take it as that I didn't gain anything. Okay. Let's just hope that next week's the same thing. We've got company coming in, and I'm still not able to walk much, although for the last couple days I'm back up to 5,000 steps. I did see the doctor, like I said, on Wednesday, and she just said that the pain, she thinks because I had started walking more again. I mean, not a lot more. I mean, I was only up to maybe 7,000 steps a couple days the week before. So it wasn't a huge amount. She thinks maybe that's, I was just overdoing it, which scares me, because that's really not overdoing it. So I had to back off and not do anything. So now I'm going to try and graduate back up to 5,000. I do have the binder off most of the time, or I'm kind of weaning myself off the binder. She said use it as needed. She also said that, 6 weeks is there's no magic number, and that, they just use that as an arbitrary figure. And she said it could take a year. So to fully heal. So that's kind of like, okay. not certainly what I wanted to hear, but I'll see her again in 3 weeks. But so for the next 3 weeks, it's just, listen to my body, exercise. I mean, I can't lift anything greater, so I still can't do any of that. She's graduated me to walking, and just to kind of increase as I can as the body tolerates. So we'll see. So that's the game plan is, and patience. Not that I don't have that. But I'm giving myself that, okay, Matt keeps telling me, hey, I knew that I was going to have this kind of setback a little bit with the surgery, and it's okay, and I just can't fall back to traps of eating whatever I want and introducing treats and watch the emotional eating, so I got to be very, very conscious of that. But on the other hand, I can't be beating myself up either, so I'm looking for that happy balance, and maybe this was part of my emotional thing that I needed to go through, so that's kind of how I'm focusing that, hey, this was meant to happen, so to reevaluate that, old habits can creep in very easily and quickly, so keep an eye on it, but don't beat yourself up, and, get back on track. And so the motto, do one thing right every day. I'm doing that at least, whether that's my liquid or my logging or my protein, which I'm trying to do all of that in the exercise. If you're having a bad day and you're off track, just make sure you get all your liquids in. And you know what? And log your food. You know what? Whatever it says, log it. That's what I'm doing, If I had a cookie, then it's on my log that I had a cookie. But this week I still was logging. There was a couple days that I don't even know that I finished logging because I was just, I did for the most part. But I wasn't really paying attention to the protein again. And I'm like, what's going on here? So that's where that is. But on a NSV point of all this, so, I take measurements every month as well. And so this was the time to take my monthly measurement. And for the month, the weight, I think I maybe lost total of 1 pound or 2 pounds or 5, depending on what you're kind of looking at on which scale, because this was the crazy week. However, the inches came off a lot this last month. I lost 1.5 inches off my waist. I lost an inch off my hips. I lost almost an inch off of each thigh. I also, and a half an inch off one arm and 3/4 of an inch off another arm. And my chest was down an inch. And I didn't have that much inch loss the following month. So I think my body is adjusting, and I don't know what's going on, really weird stuff. So I got to take those NSVs, and, when I tell people that, hey, they're worried about stalls and gain, I'm like, well, take your measurements. That's the most important thing. So I'm taking that, and I'm listening to that advice. And so whether the scale has been fluctuating all this week, but the inches are down. So all in all, it's been a huge success for the month. And, this is an emotional journey, and that's kind of where I'm at. So sorry for the long rambling, everything. That's where we're at this week. Patience, keyword, patience. Listen to my body. Identify emotional eating, and if I'm doing it, stop and take accountability of it, and learn from it, and get on track. No matter what I did yesterday, as long as I did it right today, if I did something right today, that's a celebration. And I'm just gonna have to be prepared that, it's a few more weeks out, if not even longer, that I can be able to start the exercise. So maybe it's time to really kind of evaluate the diet part of this too, but we'll see. I'm anticipating being patient. I'm anticipating a really good week. Tough week though. Not a good week for loss, and it's that whole, company coming this week, but it's also, I'm getting close to that breaking the 200 pound. I mean, yes, I'm 12 pounds away from that, or 15 pounds, depending on which scale was right. So I'm going to consciously make sure that I don't just kind of get into that wonderland, and where that gets into the mode of sabotaging and not hitting it and taking it longer, because that I did kind of go through that when I was trying to break the 220s. So that's gonna keep an eye on that. All right, you guys, I hope you have a good week. Hope everyone had a great Easter. Those having surgery this week, good luck. You're gonna do great. Those that are researching having surgery, whether it's the surgery or whether you're researching having it down in Mexico, you're going to do great. You do it. Please do it for yourself. It's the best thing that I ever did. And I'm so thrilled with everything that's going on. And even though I'm kind of rambling and went up and down this week, and, stalls are normal and emotional. Don't want to go through them, but we have to, and it's our body adjusting. And obviously my body is doing some major adjusting between the surgery and the hernia surgery and between this. And so that's where we're at. Have a great week, everyone. We'll talk to you then. Bye.